Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurazo here, come at you guys with another Monday morning Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch. Right now it's about 1:30 in the morning for me, but for some of those that are waking up, good morning. Hopefully you're enjoying your coffee. We got some buyouts and some interesting cards to go over, so sit back, relax, listen to this while you're going to work, and smash that like button. Do it now so you don't forget. Subscribe if you haven't already. I think we're like 14 or 12. So I get my 6s and 8 confused sometimes. We're like 14, 12 subs off of 5,200. So if you guys have not subscribed, I'll start begging. If that's what you guys need me to do. I'm gonna ask one more time before I beg. I'm probably not like inciting anyone to subscribe with that. You guys probably want to see me beg. But hopefully today's the day. Earn your subscription. If you're buying any cards off TCG, please use my full link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. Does not have to be just Yu-Gi-Oh! Check out Whatnot using my affiliate code. If you guys sign up, you get $15 on your next purchase to buy Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, or anything they have there, because they have a bunch of stuff besides Yu-Gi-Oh! They have those cards for cheaper, and you get $15 to play with by signing up with my link. I mean, it's a done deal, right? Go check it out and join our Discord. And we're going to get right into it. So, Herald of the Orange Light. I was shocked to see this not in Bonanza. This is like the one card that I was positive about. I was like, all right, 100% is this, well, and Thrust, right? Those two. And right now, your Herald of the Orange Lights haven't really seen any movement. They're like $2. I think a lot of people are actually surprised about that. And when this card finds a home, I could tell you this will be a $5 to $10 super. And we see a lot of sales here in November. Like we have 5, 7, 9, 13. Wow, I'm not going to count all this to waste everyone's time. Wow, there's actually 30-something sales, maybe 40-something sales of this card right now, and it is going up. I think a lot of players were like, you know what, let's wait to see if it's in Bonanza. If it's not, it's not. I see this card getting bought out before the end of the year. Now, Ulti Herald of the Orange Light, I actually own these, and I don't even know why I still have them. $55, go up to like $80 for your Ulti Herald of the Orange Lights. Fun fact, when this OTS came out, when we were at OTS 10, and I think we started getting like Ulti Striker stuff, and all the other fun stuff. This was like a $7 ulti. It was really funny. This was like, not Snake Eyes Ash. This was kind of like Dark Armed Dragon, or not Dark Armed Dragon, but whatever, the Armed Dragon level 10, right, in OTS 15, where people would pull it and they just did not want it. It was so funny how low this card actually was. And back in OTS 7 days, like those years, OTS had a lot of value, especially because we weren't in the age of reprints. So OTS ultis had value, which was really, really nice. 55, it does go up to 80. Would I go grab them? I mean, we don't have a QC of this planned. At least not that I know of, or no rarity collection. These are always going to be worth some money. And if you want to play this in old format, because this is an Edison card, well, people are going to want the ultis over the QC, because ulti's just going to match everything else. And it's pretty low on listings. I don't see this card really repopulating. Fenrir, a card I think a lot of people also thought they would see in a Bonanza, especially because they got a bit of love in Rarity 2, but Rarity Collection 3 didn't really give them much. Which, you know, oh, and by the way, I think it's Bonanza. I say Bonanza, as well as, you guys are going to see another example here, just because I pronounce words the way I see them. It's something about being Greek, like the Europe language works like that, but meanwhile, in the English language, they're like, oh, it's Hannah with a silent Z, and you don't pronounce it, and it's like, why is the Z in there? It's weird. Fenrirs are $25 here, going up to about $28, $30 here for your ultis. If you want this card, just spend $75, get your set. I think it's amazing to pick up at this price. So go ahead, get your ulti Fenrirs. You do have the secrets rares though at like 11. It's at, I don't know, just get the ultis at this point at $25. You know, you're not really saving money by too much money by getting the secrets in the long run, because this has to get another reprint somewhere down the line. Promethean Princess. Now, this is a very odd card, because I was only going to go over the QC, but then I'm like, you know what? Why is the Ultra low on listings? Right now, the Ultras are 21, going up to $30, but this gets reprinted, I think, this week, because Bonanza is on the 7th, or 9th, something like that. So, why is this card that we know is going to get like a Super Ultra, Secret, you know, Plat, why is this card going up so much in value. Like, people are still buying it. Like, literally, you can wait a few days and get a copy for cheaper and quicker than, you know, because it might take you like a week or two, maybe even 3 weeks. Mail's very odd, if you guys do not know. Sometimes you'll just order a card and it'll be like 3.5, 4 weeks later you'll get it. On the other hand, you might get an order in like 3 days. It's really weird. Take it from a seller. But yeah, Promethean Princess here, getting bought out. If you have this card, just go ahead and sell it. I don't know if you probably already sold it if you're watching Market Watches because you're smart. But yeah, go ahead and sell it and then just get yourself like another Ultra of this or a Super for like $2. The QC. Now, I talked about this card. QCs are safe. Konami's not going to reprint them. I saw this as a steal at 100 because this card really was 100, 110. I said, okay, look, you want a card to spend 100 on? Boom. Easy. This is something I even recommend. If you want to get multiple copies, go ahead. Right now, for near mints, they went up to 150. So if you got this around 100 to 110, well, 150. And if you got it IRL for a little cheaper, right? Maybe you offered the person 85, 90%. You didn't also have to pay that tax, right? You picked it up for, say, $90. Well, you made even more. So good job to those who did. There's someone with a wall at 6 here for Gamer's Choice, but then 225, 238, 333, 300 here. Honestly, someone with a bit of a pockets here can easily wipe that wall out, and we could see this card kind of going up. We see the sales history here in October. People want this card. They're buying it. Wow, there's a lot of sales actually in October. This is actually pretty insane. I think the sales may slow down because we have the plat, but this QC is way too cheap to be under $200. Way too cheap. Chaos Hunter, the quarter century secret rare. I had this in a 5-card salve in your trade binder. If you got it at $4, congrats. You tripled your money. I said the second this is good in a format, we will see this rise to double digits. And I said maybe 15. And granted, I bet we could probably find some sales at 15 here, right? I'm not gonna. Okay, no, we cannot find them at 15. But they're $12, right? That's still pretty good for a $4 call. This card, when your opponent's punch comes about you, discard it, and then your opponent can't banish cards. This is very good against specific decks, especially ones that like to banish. So, hey, now that we have it in play, it's seeing play. What else could I say? You got the plats for $1, though. You know, am I shocked? No. Plus, people hate seeing Shifter, so this helps. Vision Hero Ferris. QC. So this card has been going up and up and spending some money for a while. It's like $20, going up to like 22, 23 here for Ferris. This card will hit 30s to 40s once we get more of the hero QCs as well, because hero players are going to want that max rarity. DPE, want to check up on this boy right over here. For your near mints. Right now they're $4. And remember, this is OG, right? So $4 is very good. Goes up to 7. So if you do want a copy here at 4 before they hit 7s, go ahead. You got a little bit of time. And then, you know, they go up to about $8 here on the next page. The sales history here has been quite interesting. It still sells quite a bit here. I have not seen this card summoned, I think, in months. Like I say, in the entire year, but in months. So I don't know what's going on. Now, Phoenix Enforcer is also a card that I was very scared of for Bonanza because Bonanza. See, I'm trying, people in the comment section, all right? If you like that, I'm trying. You got to leave a like on this video. I'll just say both names. I want both of them. I don't like choosing. Anyway, I thought this would be there along with Stratos, and I called the Stratos. I didn't call this. And about 160 for your unlimiteds. I'm glad they didn't put this in here, honestly, though. 170 for your first sets, goes up to 187. I think this card is probably going to get reprinted before it hits a ceiling, but who knows, you know. Also, Elemental Hero Nopes. This is a Premium Pack 2 Secret Rare. These are just a lot of money for absolutely no reason. This is, like, really disgusting. Premium Pack 2, man. Like, meanwhile, this one's, like, 50 to 90. I don't get it. Relinquished Fusion here. This card is also going up $7 to $14 for your OGs. Don't know why this card's going up, but I talked about this card as a penny stock in a 5-card out of your trade binder about a year ago. But I also brought up on Market Watch, I said at like $2. It wasn't $1, it was $2. You guys should probably be grabbing this because it could be like easily 6, 7. And right, well, there you have it. Then you also have millennium-eyes restrict. Now, I talked about this card also. Actually, no, I talked about this card on 5 cards every trade bar. I talked about this in a market watch, I believe. So I talked about this at $2. My mistake. And right now, they're about 5s for your OGs, go up to like 9, 10. I still think this card is so good. Like, I will always say that this card is just dope. Because you literally, oh, your opponent wants to hand trap you? No. That's not happening, right? You make this card, your opponent hand traps you, bam, you act millennium-eyes restrict. Like, this is a very, very excellent card. I still think it's pretty good, especially because you can play Insta-Fusion for this card. You could have it on board, and then you could maybe, after you like get your plays out, because your opponent probably just want to waste a hand trap on this, then you could maybe link this off into a anima. This card should have really never fallen off. You know what? I'm just going to give the hot take to you guys. This card's been good for a very long time. And if you like playing Call by the Grave, why not play one copy of Insta-Fusion and just play... It's like playing 2 Call by the Graves at that point, right? Almost, I'm going to say. But you have a monster on the field. You can link it off when you're done. And then your opponent, what? They're going to hand trap. They can't hand trap you after that. So it's pretty good. $9 here. Pretty good. Secrets. If you want the secret, that's cool. I just know collectors like the OG. And this set, very quickly, for sealed, is just... Oh, are they not going to show me the box? Oh, that's... Okay. Box is probably on the last page. Because these boxes are, like, extinct, guys. Yeah. There's 2 listings. Oh... Oh my gosh. Okay, nobody's buying this, but this is actually like a very hard box to find. Like, it's extremely hard. So you might, I just think the singles are good to get in there. Secrets are like $6, $7. So if you just want the secret to play with, I don't blame you, because let's be real. If I talked about this card as well, either we're good to get, I just say at least get 1 copy of an OG, and now they're like $7, $8 as well. They both look beautiful. If you got any copy, hey, you won. Phantom Yubel OTS Ulti. Now I want to talk about this. This card's $20. Meanwhile, the counterpart of a secret, $17, $18, going up to about 19. Now, usually I would say it's a Billy Bob moment, because I actually saw this on Fresh Off the Press's channel, aka Jay. He's my boy. Go check him out if you guys don't know. I absolutely love him. We talk all the time. Amazing market watcher, by far. And I will have him back on the channel eventually. But he was going over this card, and he was saying, he was a little confused on why the OTS ultis and secrets were very similar in price. And normally I would agree. I've gone over what I'm going to call Yu-Gi-Oh! Financial literacy many, many times. However, I am going to tell something different on here. Usually at a $2 difference, this is just Yu-Gi-Oh! Literacy, and it normally would be. But this card looks so good compared to this ulti. I mean, guys, I've seen this ulti in person. A lot of people have. People that I know that have this ulti that play yubel choose to play the secret. And I'm not even lying. I went to a 70 round, oh my gosh, 70 person tournament where they were giving out fluoresces. So, they got a lot of people over the weekend, and a lot of people were looking for secrets, and they didn't want ultis, and people were getting rid of their ultis left and right. I saw it a lot beforehand, but when I saw with that many players at an event doing this, because there was quite a bit of yubel, I was just Snake Eye and yubel mostly, and Tenpai, top 3. They just didn't want the ulti, and it looked very disgusting. I've seen this ulti, and I know some people like it because it's like it's coming out of the card. But personally, this is one of the worst ultis I've ever seen. I mean, it really kind of looks like you puked in a sink and then took like a straw and mixed it around. And that's how this ulti looks. It's just like a conglomerate of like puke. It really looks that bad. And you know what? If TCG player doesn't want to put the cover card here, that's fine. It'll save your eyes distress. But some poor sap's probably going to pay it. By the way, OTS 25, which is the last OTS, still no pictures. OTS 24, I still think, yep, no pictures still. OTS 23 has pictures, though, right? Still no pictures. OTS 22. Very quickly, I really don't like that for some reason they just don't want to give us, like, pictures of OTS. It's very odd, and it's a weird pattern I've noticed. So 36 going up to $40 here. Ulti thrusts. I know people want the QC and they want to get rid of these, but to be honest with you here, this is fine at like 35, 40. But yeah, low pair of the Voiceless voice. This is kind of what's packing in OTS 26. This seems to be the more popular ulti, which I'm a little sad at because I was hoping it would be the least and I'd pick these up. But at the same time, it's $23, $25. This card will go down, and when it does, I mean, the pattern on this looks nice. Now, this is a nicer looking OTS ulti. It's funny how we have one of the worst ultis, and I'm not gonna say one of the best, but one of the top 20%. I'd put low in the top 20%. Granted, Black Witch, which we also have here, also, 37, 40. People want this to match with Ash. I think that's another reason why people are like leaning off the platinum, as well as like, some people want either, or they want to just play the QC, right? But it's beautiful at $40. It's really nice. But again, don't like, even though it looks nice, it's like, I would have rather not have this in Bonanza at all and have this just as an ulti. And then that slot could be replaced with something else. Like, honestly, Chaos Angel wouldn't have been bad. And I know what you guys are about to say in the comment section. But Saki, didn't you say reprinting ultis as QCs really quickly are bad? Yeah, you're right. But if they're going to do it, they might as well do something good instead of Black Witch. But they could have, like, chose something else as well. Now, gigantic, not gigantic, gigantic Spright. Now, this is another thing, like, as a Greek person, aka European, I see it as, okay, the two G's aren't going to be different, right? Gigantic. I'm going to say gigantic, right? Because it's the same thing. My mom has like the same thing where she just pronounces shit weird. Like beach can be pronounced as bitch. And I'm not even joking. I've seen it happen before. So if you guys see me pronounce like dog, correct me, obviously. I'm never upset when people correct me, but like it's just a force of habit. But these are like 50, 63. You guys should probably just laugh at me, to be honest. 65, but do it while you hit the like button. Give me some sympathy. So these are getting repopulated. Spright Blues, I still think, now they're like 11 here. I think this is like one of the cheapest ultis that is such a good grab to just get. I still think Spright is just the card to play, and I just think it's one of the better ultis to grab right now, by far. Spright Elf, this is a card that goes up like every ban list. These are like 6, 7s right now, but last ban list they were selling for 15, so just kind of keep an eye out on it. Like you can even see the spike right over here. It's just something that if you can pick up for any cheaper than it is, go ahead. Players don't know to keep banned cards either. So if this is like $4, you could probably, and you find it, if you can't trade off a person, maybe offer like $2 or $3 and say, hey, I just want for my band collection, like whatever, right? And then if this card goes up to during balance season, you can easily sell it for 10, 15, by far. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor. Did I ever tell you guys that? Maxx ultis are $320. You know what? That's fine. I know a lot of people like the crap. Like, I hated this card at 400. I hated it at 500, but I especially disliked that 600. I am better with 300. I think this card probably isn't going to come back. I usually go with a when, not if, and I just will still operate like that, on the ban list. But I don't know. The OCG's not liking this card, so they're kind of giving us all these mini Maxxes. They want the mini Maxxes to sell, because if Maxx ever comes back, why would you ever play any other, like, you would only play like maybe this with Flawless just to see a draw card, but that also sounds disgusting. Maxx secrets are, let's see, how much are these here? 30, 35 for unlimited. Very good, actually. First eds are 70, 77. Okay, not bad. Madolche Queen Tiramisu. Actually, by the way, this actually could have been one of the like best Bonanza picks. I've just noticed this. Imagine how funny that would be in the legacy slot. I would start crying. Queen Tiramisu QC, by the way, as the last card for our Mark Watch today. These are 35, 42. Actually, let's put near mint here. Yeah, like 35, 47, going up to like 90. This card's very good to grab just in general. It always has been. And then you have Ulti Tiramisu, which I'm always probably going to prefer Ulti. Especially because it's Zexal Ulti. You can't be beating this with a stick. 60 for a light play, 75 for a near mint, but they go up to 120. Yeah, people still want this card. The sales history here is not bad, actually. Not really many sales in October here, but like, you know, the rest are going pretty well. I actually want to go over Black Witch and see what it's at for the QC here. Still bought out at like 150, 220, 250. I don't think players really care about this card getting a plat. I want to see what Wanted's at. Wanted's sort of similar. I mean, 95, 100. I mean, it was like over. It was about that. So I think a lot of players definitely just don't want to get, if they it gets a plat and you have a QC, especially like an OG QC. Players just don't want to get rid of it. They know these are rare, and I kind of like that, you know, because we are in the age of reprints, and it's pretty hard, honestly. Also, I don't know if you guys saw this, but oh yeah, I have the little note over here. My webcam's like covering it. Say gigantic right. With that being said, leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. Check out the sponsors, check out the Discord, and if you want to support the channel, and you guys really do, and you're like, you know what, I love what you do, consider being a YouTube channel member. It's only like $2 a month, and it really does help push me forward, because I do eventually want to do more of this instead of, you know, work other jobs, because I really do love making YouTube content. And I know Fresh makes a video every day, and you know, he loves this, but like we as YouTubers just in general, like we can't make this our main bread and butter. Like even me with like the store, I always have to work like other jobs and stuff. And but that's also because I also have bigger goals in life, you know, kids, all that. And it's kind of hard. I know some people are kind of swept up in life. This year's not been a great year. It's been a really rough year, to be honest with you, for me. But we're trudging around through, and it's kind of unfortunate because I feel more people could relate to the bad year than be like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like, nah, it's just as bad for them. So keep your head up. Let's have some good times on this channel because, you know, we need it, you know. Life is just hard. So if you're going through something, hopefully you're going, you know, you could beat it. The way I see stuff, and I'm kind of a man with this, but the problem's going to exist. Either you could fight it and win or lose, or you could let it sit and do nothing. And I'm a fighter, so I think that's the way to do it. See you guys in the next video. Peace.